Hey friends, so I started making my Canva signature finally, and I also had the issue with the blurriness. So I thought I would just teach you a really quick trick. So we all have the snipping tool, right? So while you have this screen up, just grab your snipping tool and just snip the white areas and right click, save as, and go ahead and save that wherever you want to save yours. Okay, so it's just going to save it as a JPEG, which is fine, no problem. So if you wanted to, you could change that to a PNG. It really doesn't matter so much. So JPEG works great. It has a photograph in it. JPEGs are usually what we use for photos. So once you have that, you can save that. What I'm going to also do now is add my disclaimer to it. So I'm going to right click and I'm going to copy this, and I'm a OneNote junkie. So I'm going to come over to my OneNote in the place where I keep all my stuff. And I've got a little file here called my email Canva. And so what I did then is I just essentially have my disclaimer here, right? And then I'm going to paste my picture right there. Okay, and then I'm going to grab my snipping tool again, and I'm going to snip my disclaimer in there as well. You could even add a closing if you wanted to add a closing. And then I'm going to right click and save as. And now I've got it saved as my email Canva with disclaimer on it, right? So then when you go in to set up your email and you go into your signatures, all you have to do is upload that picture that you saved with your disclaimer. Okay, and then just save your changes and do it for whatever you have set up and click OK. And that's how it'll look. So it's nice and big. You can read everything. Now, if you're feeling like that's too big, I don't like that, then this is your opportunity where you can still size it down a little bit if you want to. It doesn't have to be huge. So you can do that. You could size this down as well to go with it. So if you were trying to make it so it all fit together nicely, that would be great. And then you could just save the smaller version of it like that, and right click and save. So it's a little smaller now, not quite so overwhelming. So I might just go ahead and save that as the small version. Okay, and then you could also use the OneNote then to add in a closing. Let me know if there is anything else you need. And you can edit that by just selecting it and or right clicking on it, and you can change the color. So if you kind of want to match the blue color that's in there, you could. And you could make it bold, you could make it larger. Maybe you don't want it bold. But now you have a closing on there. So that's great. So then you would just select that. Let me know if there's anything else you need. That way you don't have to type that every single time. And save as. Okay, small with let me know if ... So you can save different versions. That way when you are doing this, you can create signatures that suit different purposes. So I'm going to go ahead and go in and save over with a let me know if there's anything that you need, just because there we go. It's kind of nice to not have to type that every single time. So I'm going to go ahead and close that and hit new. And now there we go. I have a closing in there. Sweet, with my disclaimer, and you can read it. So hopefully that was helpful.